I'm Jayce. Welcome to another episode of the Freelance Creative Exchange, where every episode we talk about freelancing and the gig economy in Singapore. And today we have a very special edition for you. That is our Christmas edition.
Yay!
Last year we did a hot pot for our Christmas edition. This year we are doing something different. And the entire Freelance Exchange podcast team is here, as you can see. We are going to play a special game. Chin, would you like to introduce the game? It's called Never Have I Ever, the Creative Edition.
So Never Have I Ever is a classic drinking game where everybody can have a chance to get to know each other. So everybody here will be taking shots, drinking some cocktail. Of course, except our intern, because she's barred from drinking, so she can only drink bubble tea. But we are very nice. We had a very, delicious bubble tea for her. So don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. Chin.
Alright, so you can see Fanny is actually busy trying to do out a cocktail for us to try. So our first question is, never have I ever overslept and not turned up for a client shoot / meeting the next morning.
Who's gonna drink? Seriously, I'm the only one.
No. Okay. I think that will count. Okay, can you tell us about your experience? So what excuse you give?
Yeah, it was a tel call, okay, and I totally forgot that I had it scheduled because there's so many things going on. So I just I'm sorry, I had something on that overran. But I just woke up late. Like 1 hour after the meeting ended, I woke up. Then oh no, I was supposed to be on the tel call.
Yeah. Your turn. So what's the story?
Production meeting, and then I overslept.
Were you doing something the night before? Were you busy editing?
Yeah, I was. But the funny thing is that it wasn't a physical meeting. It was a phone call lah. But we were going through the shots. They didn't even realize that I wasn't there. So I'm sorry, producer.
Second question.
Yes.
Never have I ever stayed up for over 48 hours a night.
Oh my god.
Yeah, never. I never tried 48 hours, never sleep.
Fanny story.
Yeah, Fanny story. Okay, Fanny.
We gave a project to a bunch of freelancers who didn't perform. Yeah. So during that period of time, we need to go in and patch the work, and it was really literally 48 hours. I think more than that. And I just gave birth 3 months ago to my second son, and I have to leave him. I mean, long story short is I was still breastfeeding him, but because of this episode, I couldn't anymore because 48 hours without in contact with him, my milk was dry. So it was quite terrible lah. So 48 hours. Jayce came in after the 24 hours, I think. She came in, then she brought food and things like that. But we were still trying to patch out the work because we have to deliver to our clients. So that was my experience. That was the first and my last.
Hopefully no more. Yeah. Now cannot go 48 hours without sleep. Yeah, Yelling your story.
Clubbing. It might have been. I'm pretty sure. I think it was not once. I think it was at least two times. But it might have been the crazy days, or it might have been a crazy project. But I remember distinctively, your body remembers that you stayed up for 48 hours, but I cannot remember. The mind doesn't remember.
Jin just drank the bubble tea.
Finally, the first contact. Actually, I don't have enough life experiences to, but I think during my poly days, my first year, when I was just staying out for homework, then my dad would knock on my door. He's just 几点了还没有睡觉 then I would just smile at him, just snap.
But
I was lying.
You mean 48 hours to rush your homework?
Yeah.
I thought people would don't do already.
Poor time management. But the thing
But
is
you still do.
But the thing is because I don't want to fail. I don't want to get a bad grade on my homework, that's why. So I stayed out all night, then after I just doing my homework. And because art takes a lot of time, and I was from an animation course, so, and also not much art background, so that time it's just slowly do. Then after that, I would start at 9 PM, and then after that, suddenly it was 6 a.m. in the morning already. Then I realized I didn't sleep for the whole night.
So then you go back to school again. So
I go back to
that's how the
school.
48 hours that you didn't sleep. Lah.
Yeah,
So you go
exactly.
attend the school and then you come back. Okay lah, young people can lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens during
I
holidays.
think when you're young, you can strive a bit. Okay, then Raven?
I used to do overnight shoots, so I have to come in early to prepare, and then I have to shoot overnight. So sometimes it can be like 24 to 36 hours. Those were the days when I was still shooting on film, so everything takes very long when you shoot on film. And then after the shoot, I still had to, help to wrap.
Is there any special things that you will do to keep yourself awake? If you know that you need to stay awake.
Coffee.
Really just coffee?
I think one of the shoots I did, we were doing it in a studio, so we just keep the coffee machine running whole night so that everyone can just drink.
The things we put ourselves through just to make a nice video. 48 hours, I remember, and I crashed for like 1 day, 24 hours straight, gone just like that. Yeah. I drank Red Bull with coffee. It's disgusting.
That's the worst
only way.
ever.
Yeah, like it was like sequential, like Red Bull and then coffee.
Actually, yeah,
that
I've
was
done
the
that
only
also.
way that I could stay awake. Yeah.
Next,
Especially
let's
on it.
move to the next one. Never have I ever had a job that I absolutely hate. Yeah, this one I can drink. Yay!
So I can drink more.
Oh, you don't have?
I don't have. Yeah.
Wow.
So lucky.
Have I ever had a job that I absolutely hated? Definitely. I think this is when I was first. I started in. I think it was fairly early in my career, where I actually need to. Because usually when you first started working, right after you graduate, you started working, so you actually work from the bottom up. I think it's a good practice, nothing wrong with that, but it's just that I think that particular job, I cannot say where and who are, but basically it requires me to stand in front of the door to welcome people in.
Oh.
Yeah. Not a shop assistant, along that line, you roughly can guess. Yeah. So you need to, when the door open, then you need to, good morning, so and so, please proceed here, please go here. So to me, I think that's a job that I absolutely hate. So during the 6 months when I was with the company, right, the only thought that go through my head is like, my mother didn't pay for my education career just for me to stand here and greet everybody, good morning. So finally, I decided to leave the job. So I resigned, and then I moved on. Yeah.
To me, it wasn't like a part-time.
It wasn't. It was a full time.
Wow.
Yeah. But the thing is, everybody need to go through. So the hierarchy is such that you go through from the bottom up, so that you actually know what each department does, and then you'll be able to, I guess, choose the department that you really like from there.
Wow.
But basically for that industry, it's like that. Yeah, if you're in the service line for that particular industry, everybody start from the bottom. Yeah, then you slowly move lah.
Yeah, there was this gig that I picked up. I thought that the remuneration was good lah.
Okay.
And then turns out I got the short and the stick. And then actually it wasn't a tough job, but as a freelancer, the thing is like, wow, you got the short and the stick, you cannot cheat, it keeps running in your head to the point whereby it messes with your work, and then it wasn't an enjoyable experience because I felt that I got cheated into the job. The brief wasn't very clear, and I was giving more than what I should have offered.
So do you eventually finish the entire
I
project
finished the
as well?
job, of course,
Okay.
to be professional, but I wasn't happy obviously. And the saddest part was that I thought that the client actually chose me. I was quite a new freelancer back then. I was quite gullible. I thought the client chose me because he liked my work, but actually it was because the price.
But you agreed
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
without
I agreed to it. Because I
Without
think
knowing.
I was very green so I didn't really delve into the brief correctly. I thought that it was so simple because it's face value I look at the brief, this is I only need to do this, but turns out there's more things behind it Yeah.
Okay, but it's a lesson learned.
Learning journey.
Yeah, learning journey.
I want to hear Raven. I want to hear her rage.
When I first started out, I used to do a lot of jobs for infomercials. Those like slimming ads. it's okay, but it's just really boring after a while. And then
the TV ads.
yeah, those TV ads in the day where you have
Cut your vegetables properly.
yeah, cut your vegetables properly, you know, or slimming pills, but they don't really work. It's the same person, it's just different. Or sometimes it's like they get two different people. You know that thing. It's like after a while, it just sort of suck your soul away because it's like a factory. Because you need to keep churning out the infomercials, right? So you just have to shoot, and it's the same style, same format. After a while, you feel like it's the same thing. I can't tell one job for another.
Is that the same reason why you guys have the same VO artist? Because I always keep hearing the same guy.
It's something you go through as a young creative. Like you have to do job.
You have to pay your dues.
Pay
you
your
have to
dues,
pay your
yes,
dues. I
yes.
help you correct yourself.
Yeah,
Pay
yeah.
your dues.
Okay, Chin.
Mine, part-time job. I had like
How many part-time jobs do you have?
about 3 so
Okay.
far. But then,
And you hate all 3?
no, I wouldn't say hate, but it's
Okay,
just
watch out,
more
your
of
boss may be listening.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm
Ex-boss.
Ex-boss.
It's okay, you're safe.
No,
Ex-boss.
it's okay. I just don't go back there again. Don't pass by. Just cover my face. I mean, I respect F&B workers, but the thing is, I don't understand how they are able to really just like tahan all the customers' weird requests.
But it's good training ground lah.
I've had people ask me like, can I have ice blended drink but without ice? The kind of question. I will look at them and just like, sorry, what you say? You know. I think we all go through that kind of experience before where you're just coming out, you try all sorts of things, and some things, that's also where you decide that I never want to do this again. I'd rather go this way. And you narrow down your choices. So yeah, definitely 1 or 2. And even as a creative freelancer, sometimes you do get projects that just suck. But you have to suck it up. So yeah.
But what I'm very interested to find out is, Fanny, you didn't drink, right? So you never ever had a job that you absolutely hate?
No,
Really?
Really.
Wow. So you love everything?
Not, I mean, up to a point where you are just indifferent lah. I mean, but you just
Just
work.
indifferent.
Yeah.
I
but
hate being
doesn't hate.
that, like,
Yeah.
Like
But of course, soon after, if I'm in that stage for a long time, then I'll just change the job lor.
oh yeah.
So that I've never been in a stage where I hated my job. No leh, never leh. I always meet nice bosses, I have to say. Yeah, I always have very nice bosses.
Mine is I will hit indifference. That means I hate it already. I don't like not
Then you'll
being.
change.
Yeah, I don't like not being happy about my job. So I'll hate that job.
Yeah, that's the difference. Millennium versus Gen X. Yeah, Gen X.
Whatever,
Stick
let's
it
just
out.
do it.
Yeah, let's just stick it out. Yeah. But it's not, I'm not going to work tomorrow already. Okay, next question. I think this one, some of y'all might have the opportunity to drink. Okay, never have I ever cancelled a job or a project because I have a bad feeling about it. Yeah, I think I also have. I also can drink. You cannot. Oh, too bad.
I can't remember, but I don't think so.
I think I finished the drink.
Okay, oh, that's good.
Very bad.
Okay, let's start from Carl first. Okay, Carl, what is your experience on the cancelling of the job because you had a bad feeling about it?
I mean, bad feeling. Like, the client was being very dodgy. Like, we don't do 30 days because I can't remember. It was so long ago. Like, it was just some weird reason. Even as a new freelancer, I thought it was weird. I just thought I didn't get good vibes. And turns out, because it was a job passed down from my schoolmates that they didn't want to do. Then I was like, oh, okay, that's the first flag. Why they don't want to do? Oh, we all hungry. Why you don't want to do? Okay, then I took the job. I spoke to the client and we don't pay 30, blah, blah. It was very weird. And then I went down for the production meeting and they were like, oh, we will have full rights of your footage, blah blah blah. Basically, they wanted to create a very popular Korean show that involves running. I'm not gonna say what. I'm sure you guys know. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. And then the director wasn't very happy lah. I said, I'm not gonna do it because you're not gonna pay me within a certain period, and you're gonna waive me off my rights. I can't even use the footage. So I don't think that's fair. And I just got very weird vibes from the production, so I just left. Yeah. But turns out the thing didn't go through.
So the project didn't happen.
Didn't. And my friend went for the meeting, and my friend got screwed over. Lah.
Okay.
That's
So
the different story.
he never got
He
paid.
shot something. He
Okay.
shot something, but he
Okay.
didn't get paid.
But he didn't get paid.
Basically, they had a clause. It had a clause that states that if your footage is not deemed good enough, then we will not pay you. That is kind of weird, lah. Yeah. Then I asked them lah, like, what do you mean by good or not good?
Yeah.
What defines it in the contract, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, Raven.
Now and then I do receive project briefs that are a bit off, like what Carl say, a bit dodgy. Sometimes that's why it's very important as a freelancer to always look at your contract.
Yes.
And to see what are your deliverables, the deadlines, and what are the exemptions. Anything that's particular is always very important to go through and stuff, because some of the clauses, I have a lot of weird ones over the years, but one of the ones that stood out to me is like, if I accept this job from this company, and if I quit, like for example, this is not even like a full-time job, it's just a contract. I cannot work for another company in the same industry for at least a year. So then my question is, but this particular industry is very small, so what should I do, right? Yeah, because at that time I was trying to branch out from, because I've been doing like video production for many years. I'm happy to sign a clause that says that I will not divulge anything about, confidential information about projects. I will not take their clients and things like that, I can understand, but not to work in the same company, another company in the same industry, when the industry is already very small. So I refuse to sign and I refuse to take the project. Yeah. In case I really like that particular industry and I want to stay on, and I can't. I mean, like, if I'm out of the job, then what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
I need to make a living, right?
Actually, I think for the creative industry, usually this clause is not so common. I mean, in like law, in some other industry like the law or even the finance industry, so sometimes they will, like, especially if you're a relationship manager, I know they did say that, you within a certain period, if you are of high position, right, if you are of high position, within a certain period, you should not join your competitor.
I would say a managerial position. It
Usually
was not even
C-level,
full time.
right?
It's not
Usually it's C-level, or if you are in a position where you handle a lot of clients, so you have like the full client list, right? So then usually they'll say, okay, this cool down period, right?
Yeah.
So you just cool down for like 3 months,
Or if you are an ad agency and you do the suits, then maybe they can have that.
yeah.
Yeah, that usually happens for the agency.
It could be a blanket. It could be a blanket contract that they forgot to take it out. Could it be?
Maybe.
No idea. But 1 year is a very long time.
I think the saddest part is that if we reject, right, based on the contract, people will think that the freelancers have no right to choose. Yeah, we are being picky, but sometimes as freelancers, it's very hard for us to to take on projects and then regret later, because this is our livelihood. Because if we make like a mistake, then that's it. Then that's probably it. Like, you can't eat anymore. Then you have to find something else.
But the point of being independent and being a freelancer is precisely that, right? Is that you can choose your own project, right? Because if you were working for a company as a full-time employee, you probably cannot choose the kind of
Cannot
project,
choose.
you cannot choose a client, right?
Yeah.
But the very fact that you are a freelancer, you can choose, right? So in that sense, then you should choose wisely, lah.
#bless.
Hashtag.
Okay, I don't know how much experience you have, Chin. Did you drink?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I just drank when
Finally.
people were.
You felt thirsty. Okay. So Fanny want to go? Oh, don't have. Oh, Fanny, do you have this?
Yeah, just recently only, because I think the project was too big. It was too big, it was too ambitious, the budget was too low. Although it was, I was supposed to work with a director who is really up and coming, and I really worship him and her a lot, but we couldn't. I got to say no to the project because it's just the budget is too low, client is too ambitious, and
Timeline is too short.
timeline is too short, so we walked away. I walked away.
Oh, that one.
So for me, I think the last time, so we walked away this big project, right? So I walked away from a smaller project, but what really, I would say piss off lah, but what really made me make the decisions of walking away is that where the client actually tell me that everything can be done very cheaply. Right, like, it can be done so easily, just use your phone, just use this, just do this, so it kind of me off like, wow, everything can be done cheaply. Then I was like, okay lor, then you do it lor. If everything can be done cheaply. So hence, we walked away.
Okay, next.
Yeah. Next, okay. Never have I ever had a client hit on me before. Never leh. Never.
Raven was very fast.
Wait, I just.
Oh no, I don't have.
I don't have also. Yeah, everything professional. Are we the?
Well, I
Strange
pray that you will just
No, you
never
don't
happen
want to
to
do
me.
Maybe Raven, you take this one.
Why? Just because I'm a woman?
No. I mean, I say.
Why?
I'm very. Yeah, no.
Well, you're young and you're
No.
you're millennial, good looking, so.
Okay, let's just say that the client is maybe 20 years older than me. And then we were talking about project, and then the client just touched my thigh like that.
Oh my god!
And then that was like, that was, you see all the happened to me when I was still studying. I don't know why. And then I was shocked. I was like, whoa. I said, maybe like friend lah.
Yeah.
Then the client hand still there. I had to like, sorry. Yeah.
Opposite sex or same sex?
Opposite. Not that I got anything against him. So I'll be very flattered, but
老牛吃嫩草 kind of thing.
I don't know, but I was a bit like, okay, yeah. That was
So is she still a client?
no. One job. That's
One
it.
job, that's it.
Oh, he still do one job, I think.
No, but I mean, it's money. When you're a
Yeah.
student, you need money. I didn't do anything bad. I must stay. I just finished the job, and she basically lowballed me lah. Then I don't want it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Maybe she was like the full fee comes together with.
Okay. I think I'm very fortunate that nobody tried to cup a few of me yet. I hope not. But usually it's more like flirting and stuff. But personally, I like to keep things professional. So sometimes, after certain meetings, sometimes the client's like, oh, can we like meet up together? Then of course my natural instinct is, oh, are we gonna discuss this further? Then they're like, oh no, just between you and me, are you free, for drinks?
Sounds like a
Then, like, if it's just like a normal scenario, if I'm in a club or something, and someone like, hit on me and I don't want to go out with him, it's easy to say, oh, sorry, no. But it's, in a client situation, it's a bit tricky because you don't want to, number one, you don't want to offend someone because in case this leads to a job. And sometimes the client is not like my client, I'm actually employed for this project, so there's a lot of like other players that I have to consider. So it's not my direct client per se, so
So better to say no.
yeah, but try to do it in a more like subtle way. I'm busy, or I have another meeting after that, or I'm meeting my non-existent husband or boyfriend. Try to keep things professional because I don't want things to be very complicated. I try to keep work and personal life separate.
Yeah.
But
That
what
is
if,
my
what if
philosophy.
you really like the client though? Like, not in the platonic way, you're like, these guys.
But usually I'll wait for the project to end.
Yeah, that's true.
And especially after I get my money, definitely need
Pay me first.
pay me first, and then we can talk about pleasure. Yeah.
Okay, now everybody can cheers.
Yeah, let's cheers.
Okay.
Cheers, we cheers first, ah?
Cheers,
Okay, last question already. Oh, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to your bubble tea.
Oh, thanks.
The last drink.
Okay, last one.
Yeah.
I think I can finish on like the last question.
I'm gonna chug it down.
Okay, so the last question is, never have I ever starred in an embarrassing video that is now on internet.
Really, I think I can finish all of this.
Embarrassing video? All my video very nice videos. Okay, so Yeling have is it? Okay, Yeling.
So many.
So many
and search,
embarrassing
ah.
video.
Go and
How
search.
embarrassing it is. Like,
Last time when we were in poly, like that started already in poly. We were a very small cohort, and when it came to final year project, I mean everybody also had their final year project, but we had films, right? We had short films. So when we went around asking, can you start a short film? Can you start a short film? Everybody was no. So we had to act in each other's short film.
Oh.
Then there were like 3 or 4 teams and everyone was the same on set. Because we just had to act in other people's film or just be the producer, the director for each other.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Also, this one you have something to share. Yeah, this one you
Drink a bit more.
First start with.
Yeah, and after a while you just like your skin becomes very thick.
Yeah. But that's good training ground.
Yeah. I actually went for a training once where I had to purposely embarrass myself so that you just lose all your face. Nothing to lose anymore and then it's fine.
Oh my God.
Everything you do is fine. Yeah.
Maybe we should do a search.
I think I start in I got a couple of friends from my secondary school videoed me for like some project or something. Then they submitted it and then like they played in front of the whole school. Thank God I wasn't in school that day. I was like somewhere else. But luckily I was in school. Because I cannot stand seeing myself in video. I think later when I edit I'll be like like this when I edit.
Actually, I don't think I've watched all our podcasts. I've listened to it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird seeing
It's super
yourself.
weird. Like super weird.
But I can see the improvement in all of us, especially me, from first episode all the way to
That's why you're meant to be in front of the camera. You can tahan, you can watch yourself. I can't even hear myself.
Yeah, I can. That's why I don't.
really.
Yeah.
How about Carl?
Oh my
You have any your
god.
embarrassing video?
Yeah. Jesus. 2011. Before YouTube became a thing in Singapore. Before 2011, there weren't any professional YouTubers doing it.
Okay.
I tried my hand in it, and I wanted to be like Wong Fu Productions. Don't you know, start in your own video and then you shoot.
You want to be a YouTuber?
Yeah, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I also wanted to make films. So I thought, I can be Wong Fu Productions.
Okay.
Yeah, it was terrible. I shot the first one, I uploaded it online. After, I was so glad for my old self. Thank you, old self. I deleted it within a month. Because it was so cringe-worthy. I was like, really damn bad. And then people started sharing it. They said, hey, look at this video. I didn't learn my lesson. That December, my friend said, hey, you want to act in a romance short film or not? And I said yes.
Wait, romance.
Yeah. I was the male lead. I couldn't act. And you know the short film was 20 minutes long. I edited that. I was like really dedication. I think maybe that's why I freelance as a director, because I have major respect for actors.
Yeah.
Because it was indie, right? So I have to travel. I took bus to Punggol to film at the Waterway. Every morning 7 a.m. call time. Film until 11 p.m. Go home, because wear the same clothes, right? I wash the clothes, dry it, sleep at 3 a.m. do the same thing for 2 days straight.
All the romantic shot all at Punggol.
Yeah.
Only Punggol.
Because romantic. I
So
don't know.
so-
I don't know. The director had an idea.
So do you all make out or?
No.
Experimental sex scene.
No sex scenes but there was like a kissing scene. Yeah, I know. Like then we uploaded it online, and then the director submitted for film festival as well. But it was terrible. It was terrible. We didn't know what we were doing. Like we just saw. I bought.
Award winning?
No. We bought one of those Canon DSLRs and we're like, hey, let's make a short film. And it was terrible. But I'm very happy to say that the director now is a DP in the industry. I'm not going to say who, but yeah.
Oh, do we know him?
I still work with him.
Is it on YouTube?
No. We detected
Damn,
that.
why?
Really, oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, so bad.
Is it something that you will show your grandchildren?
I would.
You will show your
Just for
grandchildren?
them to laugh, but I would not upload only online.
Making out with a girl
Grandchildren also don't watch.
at Punggol.
Jesus.
Making out with a girl at
Oh my
Punggol.
God.
Waterway.
Alright, okay, that's it. So, but of course, a big thank you for supporting the second season of our Freelance Creative Exchange. We are definitely bringing you season 3. So please, stay tuned. And if you enjoyed the show, do let us know by clicking the like button or leave a comment below.
Subscribe and hit the bell button so you won't miss out on the next interview.
Until then, everybody,
Bye.